Hey guys, it's Ryan with AIinsidertips.com. In this video, I just want to go through some of the most important news and stories from this past week in the world of AI. Now, before I dive in too much further, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel at AI Insider Tips, I would greatly appreciate that as I spend hours going through these stories, doing research, putting together these videos, tutorials, and just trying to provide as much value as I can for you guys in the overwhelming world of artificial intelligence. So diving back in, the very first story that I thought was newsworthy, look at this headline right here. AI death calculator predicts when you'll die. It's extremely accurate. That is probably one of the most clickbait headlines that I've seen in a while, and it worked on me. So I wanted to share this news story with you guys. So what's going on here is that there was this professor and other co-authors from the Technical University of Denmark where they introduced an algorithm known as Life2Vec. So do some other research on this Life2Vec term if you're more curious about that. But what's going on is this algorithm used select details of an individual's life, like income, profession, residence, and health history, to determine the life expectancy, and get this, 78% correctness. That is crazy for an AI model to be able to predict death at a 78% accuracy. So very first question that goes through my head is, well, what's the sample size? Where are they getting the 78% accuracy? So when I scrolled through and read the rest of this article, basically what happened is they went through a population of 6 million Danish people from 2008 to 2020. And they were looking at various things like careers, tobacco usage, smoking, alcohol consumption, and all sorts of things that would impact life expectancy. So it said here, using the information provided, Life2Vec almost perfectly predicted who had died by 2020 more than 3/4 of the time. Per the study, some of the factors that contribute to early death, including male, having a mental health diagnosis, or being in a skilled profession. Earning a higher income or being in a leadership role were also linked to a longer life. And that makes sense too. Now, it also goes into talk about how no study participants were given their death predictions, and he said that would be very irresponsible, noting that he and his team hope to eventually share more details of the results in a way that protects the privacy of those involved in the research. So, pretty interesting stuff, guys. Life2Vec, 78% accuracy as an AI death calculator. That's the first story I want to show you. The second thing I want to show you isn't really a news story. It's just this tweet I saw from Sam Altman today. He's the CEO at OpenAI, and he said, "It's been a crazy year. I'm grateful that we put a tool out to the world that people really love and get so much benefit from. More than that, I'm glad that 2023 was the year the world started taking AI seriously." I 100% agree with that. There were tools out there before OpenAI launched ChatGPT in November of 2022. Jasper AI was out before that. And there were other AI tools, Spin Rewriter, things of that nature. But ever since ChatGPT launched at the end of 2022 into 2023, we've really seen this huge boom of AI. And I expect 2024 to be even bigger than with AI, to be honest with you, compared to 2023. So Altman just goes and wants to thank everyone and talks about the safety measures that he and OpenAI are taking. He says, "I'm slowly making peace with being a public figure, which can be painful. I assume it will get more intense as our systems become more powerful, and that's okay. On the positive side, I've learned a lot this year, and I've definitely learned a lot this year about AI myself." The third news story I want to show you is Microsoft Copilot getting a music creation feature via a Suno integration. I just made a video that talks about this in more detail, but this article comes from TechCrunch.com. And basically what happened is, guys, and I'll just show you it in real time, Microsoft Copilot, so if you're unfamiliar, this is kind of the revamped version of Bing Chat, 100% free to use. It's copilot.microsoft.com. And you'll see right here it's integrated with Suno. Now, Suno is a generative AI music or sound producer or sound software. So all you need to do is come over here and click plugins. And then if you scroll down, you'll see I have a Suno plugin inside Copilot. So I have it enabled here, and you would simply prompt it to say, "Hey, create me a song." You could click this right here and it'll start to create you a song. I'm not going to show you all the details in this news video. I'll leave a link to the video tutorial that I recently did on this Bing Copilot upgrade. So you can check that out below for more details. But that's just a very worthy piece of news in my opinion. The next piece of news I want to show you is this comes from Reuters. I'm sorry, I never know how to pronounce this site. But another copyright lawsuit coming. So OpenAI is now in another copyright lawsuit against some Pulitzer-winning authors. So here we go again with another lawsuit from a journalism company or journalists going against some of these AI companies like OpenAI, Microsoft. And this time it says it's a group of 11 nonfiction authors have joined a lawsuit in Manhattan federal court that accuses OpenAI and Microsoft of misusing books the authors have written to train the models behind OpenAI's popular chatbot, ChatGPT, and other artificial intelligence-based software. And that's always been one of the biggest concerns, both ethically and legally, with these large language models as they're scraping information from the internet, which includes books, ebooks, movies, videos, just anything out there online that you can access. These AI tools are scraping that for data and information. So it says representatives for OpenAI and Microsoft did not respond to requests for comment. The defendants are raking in billions from their unauthorized use of nonfiction books, and the authors of these books deserve fair compensation and treatment for it, the writer's attorney Rohat Nas said on Wednesday. So I would assume there would be some settlement here, but cases like this will set the precedent going forward for OpenAI and these AI tools. Are they legally allowed to scrape books, or what are they legally allowed to scrape and what are they not legally allowed to scrape? So there's just so much up in the air as where AI is the Wild West, in my opinion. Think about the internet. Lawmakers still haven't figured out how to regulate the internet. So then AI takes that to a whole nother level. They don't even know what's going on with AI or how to use it. But yet we're still trying to create regulations about it. And we have all sorts of lawsuits going on. So stay tuned for what happens here, guys. I'm curious to see what's going to happen and what happens to OpenAI as a result. So guys, another story that's worth noting in this video is this comes from Business Insider. Bill Gates made some predictions about AI and the impact that it will have on society next year in 2024. Now, this article goes on to talk about what Bill Gates thinks about AI at work, AI in healthcare, AI in education. And some quick examples in this article that it provides is Gates talked about how AI can combat antibiotic resistance, treat high-risk pregnancies, and help people assess their risk for HIV. So just some quick things that Bill Gates is talking about here. He also talks about how AI is going to impact education. So he talks about some of these tools that he looked at, like Conmingo and Mathia, is remarkable and predicted that they would only improve in the years ahead. So Gates called these AI tools mind-blowing. So the fact that Bill Gates calls these AI tools mind-blowing just shows how far behind we are yet as a society with AI. The majority of society has no idea what AI is capable of, in my opinion. And there's still a lot that I need to learn about AI myself. But just the majority of people out there in society have no idea how complex and how sophisticated AI can get. So we do need to be careful here, but just a really good article and a great read. I'll leave a link to this below for more details. The next piece of news I want to show you is that, this will be a quick one, is that Airbnb is now utilizing AI to predict, New Year's Eve parties. So here we go again. Another huge company like Airbnb is now leveraging AI in the mix. So this article is very, very short, but it just talks about how Airbnb is using AI to help prevent rental homes from getting trashed on New Year's Eve. Short-term rental company launched an AI-powered and machine learning system to identify and block bookings that could potentially be higher risk for disruptive and unauthorized parties, Airbnb said in a news release. So just a quick article here showing you that Airbnb, another huge company, is leveraging AI in their operations. So that's some pretty big news in my opinion. So guys, the last piece of news I want to share with you is Midjourney just got a huge upgrade to version 6. Now, Midjourney is still the most popular AI text-to-image generator out there, in my opinion. They are a premium model and it costs $10 a month to use Midjourney. There's several free alternatives. I have videos describing those. But why this is so important, and this article comes from VentureBeat, I'll leave a link to this in the description below. Why this is so important is that Midjourney version 6 appears to be a pretty big upgrade for this platform. Now, the AI text-to-image space is getting extremely crowded, so how do you differentiate your tool from the dozens of others that now exist? So this article explains all the technical details of version 6, some of these prompting things you can do inside version 6, provides screenshots from Discord, some examples here. But this is just more technical stuff. And I first saw this from one of the content creators that I follow called the AI Solopreneur. He's an excellent content creator with everything related to AI. And he talks about the comparison between Midjourney version 6 and the previous Midjourney version, which was 5.2. So he provides some examples here, and I'm a more visual guy anyway, so this helps me look at the differences in versions. He provides this one a corner bar with a neon sign that says open late. So by asking it the exact same prompt to version 5.2 to version 6, here's the 5.2 version on the left here. Then if I click the right button here, here's the version 6. Now, obviously version 6 looks extremely realistic. This one looks realistic as well, but this one's just a lot crisper in my opinion for the prompt that was provided. He gives a couple more examples here. Another great image. This one's great as well. And then he gave one here. That's an extremely accurate image here with Midjourney 6. That looks extremely realistic. Same with a tiger. So with stall rail right prompt, really mega fat tiger full shot at 16:9 via 6.0. So this is a tiger close-up image in Midjourney. Wow, that is really good in my opinion for Midjourney 6. I don't know of any other AI image generators that can get something as crisp as that and as realistic as what that image looks like. So long story short, guys, Midjourney just upgraded to version 6, and some of these examples, looks like it's already extremely impressive, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. But that's it, guys. Again, this is Ryan with AI Insider Tips. Hope you learned something about AI. It's overwhelming. There's probably news stories that I missed, so be sure to drop a comment below if there's any stories that I should have talked about. Like this video if you found value, and guys, I hope you all have a great day.